Back in the 30s, Charlottesville was a thriving little community because of UVA, and there was no real arts venue in this community. So in 1931, they started construction of the Paramount Theater. Through the years, they had music and entertainment of all kinds, and movies especially. And people from all over Central Virginia came to enjoy what was happening at the Paramount.
Don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing. It don't mean a thing, all you gotta do is swing.
In 1931, when this theater was built, this was just a street. There was no downtown mall, pedestrian mall, obviously. So now, here we are, the Paramount is the lively center of the downtown. Importantly, very importantly, it's such a huge economic driver because people who come here for performances or various events eat at the restaurants, they shop at the shops, and so it really does flavor what is happening on this downtown mall.
Life could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and open we'll meet again. Boom, ding dong, ding dong, a lang, a lang, a lang. Oh, whoa, whoa, dip, a bib, a dip. Oh, life could be a dream. If only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life could be a dream.
I let it fall, my heart, and as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was dark, and I was over, until you kissed my lips and you saved me. My hands, they were strong, but my knees were far too weak to stand in your arms
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage the Executive Director for the Paramount Charlottesville, Chris Eure.
Wow, it is really heavy. Yeah. Beautiful. So I'm so glad I have all night because I have about 20 pages here. No, I'm just kidding. I won't bore you that long, but I do have a few remarks. Thank you, Ken, and the selection committee, the board of directors, all our wonderful sponsors of LHAT. This is a really great honor for me to be up here representing the Paramount Theater. I'm so excited to be here to accept this award on behalf of the most supportive, the most dedicated, the smartest, hardest working, best looking, they told me to say that, most generous, patient, fun, kind, considerate board of directors, volunteers, donors, and staff, a few of which are here with me tonight, and I would love to embarrass them and ask them to stand up, including board member extraordinaire David Geis and his wife Jana, who've traveled clear across the country to be with us tonight. As we all know, it takes a village to run these big, beautiful theaters. I'm fortunate to be surrounded by a highly talented and dedicated group of villagers, and I consider you, the LHAT community, a very big part of that village. For we are a village of special folks. You notice I didn't say village idiots. I'm sure some of you were thinking that. Folks who are here because your theater is as much a part of your heart and soul as it is ours. It's a safe bet that most of us are not attracted to this work because of the flush salaries, the short work weeks, or the plush offices. Rather, we are inspired by the difference we can make in our communities, the passion of saving these historic theaters, and the chance to make memories, one performance at a time, for so many folks. We've had a wonderful opportunity to tour so many beautiful theaters over the past few days and get a glimpse into the glory days of the past and the glamour of opening nights, etc. If you will indulge me, I'd like to share a historic account of our opening night back in 1931. This comes from a dissertation written by a UVA student on historic theaters that one of my colleagues from Virginia, Paul, shared with me after last year's conference. Hollywood's attention focused on the small southern college town of Charlottesville, Virginia, on the morning of November 25th, 1931, as baskets of flowers with notes of compliments and best wishes streamed in from some of the biggest stars, including Maurice Chevalier, Joan Crawford, Marlene Dietrich, and Clark Gable. The occasion was the grand opening of the Paramount Theater, the city's first movie palace, advertised as an acre of entertainment for the entire community. That evening, local dignitaries gathered to tour the theater and watch a screening of the football drama Touchdown, starring Charlottesville native Richard Arlen. The Paramount lived up to the expectations. Opening night patrons pronounced it a place of charming design, harmonious, varicolored lights, and luxurious seats. The Irwin guys still here are seats here. Noting that they were simply amazed at the splendor. The Daily Progress hailed the Paramount as modern in every way, as it constituted the first local theater specifically built for talking pictures. Charlottesville now had a movie palace comparable in appearance to those found in much larger cities throughout the country. Charlottesville's Paramount was among the nation's last movie palaces, designed by C.W. and George L. Rapp, an architect firm most of us know as Rapp and Rapp. In 1925, George L. Rapp summarized the mass appeal of the movie palace movement in his words: "Watch the eyes of a child as he enters the portals of our great theater and treads the pathway into fairyland. Watch the bright light in the eyes of the tired shop girl who hurries noiselessly over carpets and sighs with satisfaction as she walks amid furnishings that once delighted the hearts of queens. See the toil-worn father whose dreams have never come true, and look inside his heart as he finds strength and rest within the theater. There you have the answer to why motion picture theaters are so palatial. Here is a shrine to democracy where there are no privileged patrons. The wealthy rub elbows with the poor and are better for this contact. Do not wonder then at the touches of Italian Renaissance or at the lobbies and foyers adorned with replicas of precious masterpieces of another world, or at the richly ornamented ceilings or the great sweeping staircases. These are not impractical attempts at showing off. These are part of a celestial city, a cavern of many colored jewels, where iridescent lights and luxurious fittings heighten the expectation of pleasure. It is rich unabashed, but richness with a reason. So I accept this award on behalf of all the ones that went before us to make these opportunities possible. And on behalf of all of us at the Paramount, I look forward to celebrating the bright future of our historic theaters with you for years to come. Thank you.